How's it going? Welcome back to another day here in StarRupture. Today's going to be a very, very busy day. What I want to do is break down all of our production lines, get them reset up, a little bit more efficient, a little bit better flow, and kind of have them self-contained by each one of the resource nodes. So currently we got the base core. It's right here, kind of in the middle. And when we first started this game, it made sense to set it up there, right? Resource here, resource there, flat area, right by the starting zone. But in reality, it's in a horrible, horrible location. So what I want to do is try to figure out how to move this, and then all this stuff will get broke down. We'll probably have all the wolfram ore stuff set up right here. We'll do the titanium back over here once a core gets moved. Solar panel stuff might move out of the way. Currently we're using solar panels, and that's 10 for each one for the production of the power. We'll almost have unlocked the wind turbines, and that's 200 for each one. I'm not sure how big they are, but it's a lot better ratio than what we have there. So might set these up kind of over there on the side. All of our launch platforms, I want to move down this way some. Try to get them out of the way. And then for the calcium, of course, all this stuff here for that will be down there by the actual extractors. Now, in this game versus something like Factorio, it's a little bit different how the resources work. As you can see, all the production lines are empty for the raw resource. So it's currently set up for the raw resource to come from there, all the way down here, into the silo, and then into the smelter, fabricator, into the launch platform. This game uses a pull system versus Factorio, which uses kind of like a push system. So Factorio, you're pushing all your resources constantly on the supply line. You want to keep it 100% full. That way you're not starving out the smelters or your fabricator. This game only pulls what it needs, so it kind of makes sense to have all this stuff down there. Produce it down there, out of the way, and then it'll pull what it wants for the launch platforms. So it should work out a little bit better. I think. Kind of see how that works out. So one thing I'm kind of worried about is if we move the base core, one, what happens to all of our stuff, and two, what happens to our storage. I'm not sure. We got two different ways to do this. One is with the deconstruction tool. It does highlight the base core, and the other option is in here, right? Base deconstruction. That kind of breaks down everything. We'll get back 3100 on the building stuff, and then one of the cores. The problem is, it has to do with the habitat as well. Breaks it all down. So if we really mess this up, I'll just reload the save, man. But let's try doing this to move it that direction some. Maybe right by the base. Kind of see what happens. So everything's still here. It's still powered as well. Do we only need the base core for the initial build? No base core. Will it run, though?
Gotcha.
Absolutely not. Okay. So my next question is, when we set up the other base core, will all this be functionable again? Right? That'd be kind of nice, because if you want to move the base core around, and you got a huge setup already, it'd be nice to have it actually work properly afterwards. So let's kind of see how it works. So what I'm looking for is to have the base core build zone right at the edge of the mountain down there, right? I mean, because right now it's kind of halfway up the mountain. Can't really build up there, so it's a waste of space. So if we attach it to the base here, that way it's all in line, right? Let's get out one of our smelters. Oh wait, that's actually running over there. Okay, so it still does work properly when you move the base core. Oh, fantastic, dude. Well, that makes me feel better. Okay, so anyways, that's all getting broke down. Let's see about this. How far does it go? That's actually almost perfect. Could go a little bit further that way, but then it's not in line with the base. So how is it over here, though? We got a couple extractors set up right by the edge. I want to make sure we can still put an extractor there for the wolfram ore. Right at the edge as well. That's not too bad, man. So we got 3 spots here for an extractor. Was that one more over here? Interesting. I didn't see this one last time. It's over here by itself, too. Okay. Well, that kind of works, man. So, let's start on the reconstruction. It's going to be... it's going to be painful. So, I don't go by numbers too much in these games. I know there's a lot of math you can do, spreadsheets, for what produces what at what speed. So you got to set up properly into the next terminal and the next one, stuff like that. I don't do stuff that way, man. I kind of just do it by how it looks, right? If it looks good, producing at a decent speed, I'm fine with it. So the goal is to have probably 3 of the extractors run into 3 silos, right? And that'll run into probably just 2 or 3 of these smelters. Then another set of silos. Then the fabricators, then we'll kind of go from there. Now I want to look at one thing too before we start. Almost forgot. I think there's a different number on the wolfram parts versus the titanium. So if you're looking here, that requires the wolfram bar. 1, 2. It's only 2 of the wolfram. Now I think there's 3 of the titanium. You got these. 1, 2, 3. Why is it different? Should have made it the same. So the titanium needs to have 3 of the lines set up versus 2 for the wolfram. Okay. And then only thing for calcium is 1. Again, kind of weird. I'm not sure where we get stuff for the glass. Tubes are going to be made from the titanium. And then some in here is a mix. So for these, that require 2 different items. So for like this one, we need the... Well, actually just the rotors is good. Rotors will be the titanium rod and the wolfram wire. So these 2 right here. So once we get this line set up with all the basic parts, and this one set up with the basic parts, I'm hoping to have in this area right here 1 or 2 of the fabricators that'll be used for mixing the 2 different items. And then everything will be ran to the platforms, which should get moved over here. And we got 1 more item too as well. And I'm not sure what it's used for. But it is the furnace, I think, right? Furnace right here. And it's a whole new set of items. That's an extractor. Then we got a press as well. So all this stuff here will be later on. I'm not too worried about it. We're going to have to redesign this quite a few times. Not a big deal. Again, that's one part of the game that I really like. Some people like setting out their production lines, never touching them again other than expanding on them. I like to break them down all the time, redo them, get them running a little bit more efficiently, and then change up the design some. So that's the way that it goes. So let's start here. Break you down. And we will drop down a couple more. So this one will go that direction. This one over here. And that one over there. Now later on we need some of the raw resource for doing our mass production of the build parts plus the ammo. So that's why we're setting up some of the silos right here at the back. Now you guys left me comments too and said to press the right mouse button. Does that change the size? So it goes from a 2x2 to a 3x3. Interesting. Might be better for lining stuff up. So as we're building this, I also want to go ahead and build some of the platforms and the stairs. I can't remember if I told you in a previous video, but if you run on the platforms, it doesn't use your stamina. So we should definitely have all this area up here set up with the platforms. It should look a little bit better too with the terrain being all rough. We'll see, man. We'll see. So, pick these back up. This one's going to be just 2 on the supply lines. Should we do the big ones? Let's start it... I guess like right here? So 2 of these, right? And then what we'll do is run that directly into smelter. That's the option as well. So a 4x3 to a 4x4. Interesting. Let's attach it right here. And attach it... Was it alt? Snaps? Absolutely. Okay. Ore extractor. silo into this. And then we need silos again. Can we drop this down so we don't get too high? Is that an option? Stairs there. What do we do? Stairs all the way across. You can copy a building. Press the Z button when looking at the building. Wait, what? We copy the whole layout? If we can copy out the whole layout, copy this and kind of just add in one more line over there. Oh, that would be super, super simple. So next we need storage, right? Is that attached to this? Absolutely not. Maybe do it from down here. We haven't really messed with the building too much in this game yet. Oh, there we go. And we broke it. It works, but it's off a little bit. I needed to snap. Almost so close yet so far. Why is it not snapping? Is it a me issue? It probably is, let's be honest. I think that's it right there. Cool. So yeah, running. Oh, it's not powered yet. If it's powered, you don't use any stamina. Okay, so just a simple line going from this to that. Let's just kind of do it as we're working on it. Now, eventually we'll have the triple rail set up, I think it is. That'll kind of make life easier. So we got 3 of these and 2 of those. So if we set this up here, attach you there, run this one into this side, we should be able to take the 3rd one and set it up on a connector, right? So like this. Dude, that's going to make it so nice for connecting different parts together, having the different platforms. So this versus that, you can set it in the middle, right? Instead of having it one side or the other. Oh, that'd be super nice, dude. Take the rail from this one and split it for the other 2. Put it here. Actually, let's do it on the back side. Because then we can have this one going to there. You got 4 different ports on the storage silos, it looks like. Have it like this. Just for a little bit better on a buffer. There we go. So that one runs into this one. That one into this one. And that one will supply both of these. I don't know if that's kind of overdoing it. It might be. But better to be over than under, right? And that'll all be powered by the rails. So for back here, if we do these to kind of fill it in. Do we have to do each individual one? Yeah, you can't drag it. That kind of sucks, man. And on this back side, what we'll do is put some stairs for getting up and down a little bit easier. There we go, man. So once we're done with the build, and we're sure that we like it, I'll go through and set up some of the railings, safety first, just around the outsides. Don't really need it, I don't think, but it looks kind of cool. Kind of sections off the whole base, and you can do it on the railings too. Or on the stairs. Looks so nice, dude. I'm not sure in this game how it works with the the lag eventually, right? With all the build parts. I don't know if that's going to be a thing. We'll kind of figure it out eventually. So, we're good here. Let's do some more of the connections as we go. This directly down into here. Same with that. So these back here are going to be for... I know, it's not hooked up yet, buddy. Raw resource. Raw resource. These are going to be set for just that. And just that. Okay. Extra supply. Extra supply. That'll be just for these. Down here... fabricators. What do you have for... That's a 3x3 or a 4x4. That's kind of neat, man. I like it a lot. So, 3x3 will fit our style. Do we need to drop down again? Or should we leave it up at this height? Maybe just drop it down. Can we use the shallow ones too? I don't know if we need any more stairs here or not, but let's see how this works. That kind of works, right? And then all to snap. And then... wrong button. That happens. Shallow stairs. Perfect, dude. Perfect. That looks so much better, too, with the rocky terrain. I like it, man. I like it. Now, hopefully, these all keep up. So what we have here currently, for the ones that like numbers, we produce 1 a second. You get 2 every 2 seconds. So 1 per second. On these, it will produce the same thing. 1 per second. And then on these, we got 2 different resources. One will be the wire, and one will be the plates. We need to unlock the plates, which requires what? Double check and see real quick. See what we need for this to be up and running. So smelter's done, 100%. Fabricator, we need 600 of the bars, plus 400 of these. We're going to need that as well. That's 200. So these require some blueprints. Now, we looted a blueprint right here. So if you didn't see the video, there's a state of ruins right up there on the mountain ridge. And quite a bit of stuff up there. A lot of creatures, including the spiders. And we looted one of the blueprints. I guess it's the one for the stator. No idea what that is. Let's just fill all these in. We're going to need them anyways. And we got the extra points. We are almost broke. Holy crap, dude. Okay. Not sure where to get glass set yet. Don't tell me. We'll figure it out eventually. But for this, we need 600. And then 1,200 of the titanium. And that'll unlock all the raw resource. Then we start getting to where we have the stuff that's kind of mixed. And that requires the blueprints. Kind of interesting, man. I do like it a lot. Do we have anything in here? We got a little bit. Let's turn all these in. Just to clean up our storage. Actually, we can use those as well. So, fabricator. Doesn't matter which one we do first. And then get rid of those. We're kind of set. Nice, man. Nice. All right, so how's our food and water? Let's grab some water before Junior starts crying. But yeah, I was harvesting up off camera quite a bit of the fruits and stuff. So eventually we can start making some of the different foods here. Same thing. Requires different stuff for unlocks. I don't know where to find these. Those and those I can find in the world. Haven't seen these. Haven't seen those. Haven't seen these either. And these, I think, nope, haven't found those. We found the hydro bulbs. So some of these have, like this, just a calorie effect. Ones like this have the toxicity as well. Again, not sure how the toxicity works, but in this one, that's what I'm going for as well. So that's hydration with no toxicity. And this one up here will be calories with no toxicity. Two different kind of foods, but I mean, it'll be fine, man. That's something for another point in time. So, this is kind of set here for the moment. Let's get our supply lines running. So you can kind of see on the back here, we got two different hookups. That'll be for making some of the higher tier stuff. And that should be it. Now down here, what I want to do is have the final product. Should we just do one storage of each or have two? I was thinking two storages of each one. If we do that, it'll be offset with the smaller storage, right? It takes up more space doing the big one. Maybe just one will be fine. Let's work with one at the moment. If we need to have more on hand of each item, we can always change our setup. And this will be for the wire. And that'll be for the other one when we get it unlocked. Alright, so that's kind of set. And what we'll do here is we'll come down here. Both of these will run into one line. This one here as well. And this will run to over here. Have a connector there. One, it'll go to the launch platforms, right? Some things still require those. And two, it'll branch off and go to the special fabricators for mixing stuff that requires both. And then still get branched back into the main line with another connector. So that whenever this calls for something, I want it to call from all the locations in through one line. And hopefully not get clogged up. We'll see, man. We'll see. Alright, so gotta start small and go from there. Let's do this. Do this side as well. Again, I'll do the railings afterwards. So this line technically is complete. So what we could do as well is set up some of the power over here. We want power on the sides. I kind of want all the power in one dedicated spot, right? Somewhere away from the lines to keep them kind of clean. Let's remove these. That one needs to get turned around, I think. All these need to be moved as well. Let's figure out power first. So, if we move power over here. How far does the build zone go? Holy crap, a very long ways. Over the cliff. Super far. Okay. Very nice, man. Huge block to build in. So what we have is like from right here all the way to the mountains. Squared. All the way back there. And then all the way over to right here. Where that is. Very large area for one base core. Now I think when we upgrade the base core, it increases the max capacity for the cooling as well as the build space. Now I'm not sure how much it increases it. But we'll figure that out at a different point in time. Let's set up some power. I don't know, maybe just right here. I wish the thing snapped a little bit easier. Right? And maybe it does, and I'm just doing something kind of wrong, but if you hold Alt, it snaps to the height. Okay, maybe it is. Oh, nope, see? We should snap a little bit easier. Let's do one more row. And that might sort us out for our power needs. Now, something else that we need to do is connect all this to the main platform over here to power everything. It has to be connected, you know? So what we can do, just for some connection right now, is do this. Not stable. How do we stabilize it? Is there another building part in here for... Oh, pillar support. So, Is that now supported? Absolutely. Is that too low? Nope, I think we're good. Not stable. Hopefully the ground doesn't go up any over here. What I should have done is now done that last drop down. Kind of just left it all the same height. I don't know. Kind of goes down over here some, so we might be safe. Now, I don't know if stairs count for a connection point for the power. We'll find out here in a minute. It's kind of neat, though, how you can put those down and expand it. Now, do we need to do the shallow stairs so it actually connects properly? Okay. Shallow stairs. I think so. If we remove this one. Perfect, dude. Perfect. Now, is that powered? Oh, it is! Okay, so it does work through the stairs. So with this, double check our work. You see we can run and not lose stamina. Oh, that is fantastic, dude. So all three are working. Filtering in properly. Filtering through properly. And then going into here as well. Coming down here. This is the only one set up for production. We still need to unlock the other one. And then going into storage. And it stops there. Nice, man. Nice. So what we'll do, these hold 4 each if you didn't know. Let this one fill up. And then use that for our stuff that we need. For upgrades. Over there. So let's get rid of this one before it gets full. 1 stack. This will keep. That will keep. We'll make these into building parts. Let's go turn these in. So over here, right? This will be the exact same way, but we'll have a third line running with it. We'll kind of see how that works. Might get a little bit more complicated when we start doing the connections. I think it'll be fine, though. Should be fine. Super simple for the most part. Again, we're still at the start of the game, so we only we only have 3 resources to combine together. You saw in that terminal, we got all kinds of different things from like the sulfuric acid or something like that. We got glass we got to figure out. Whole bunch of other stuff to work in to some production lines later down the road. I'm kind of excited about it, not gonna lie. So that's almost done. And that's almost. And let's do build parts. Now eventually, we'll automate all this. That's kind of why we're doing the silos at the back for all the raw stuff. So what we'll be able to do eventually is take some of the tram lines, right? The drone rails, connect it into the side over here. Maybe we'll take this one and insert it on this side over here. Leave the sides open. Pull from here. And then set up somewhere, maybe in this zone over here, our production for build parts. Have that all automated. Potentially. We'll see, we'll see. Different point in time for that. So for the solar, how much are we using for this one set over there? Because it's only running that currently. Can't reach it. It's a height issue, man. Got short, stubby legs, okay? It's not my fault. I was born this way. So, In grid is 140, being used at 75. Does that include this grid? We are removing it, so we'll kind of see here in a second. I like how it speeds up if you keep destroying the same item. It's kind of a neat feature. And if you change, it slows back down. We could just get rid of all these too. They're all getting moved. Same with this. All the calcium stuff. Easy, easy. We'll leave the silo for the moment because I don't want to have all that in my inventory. But how much do we have here for the power grid now? Is it still saying 140? It is, okay. So 140 right here. So we got 14 of those guys up. And that's using 75, so maybe 100 on the other side. So I'll have to increase it. Okay. I wish it would tell you the number that's left. I know it has a nice diagram here. But down here, having the amount left of this, it'd be easier for a quick calculation, you know? Just my opinion, you know. Simple guy here. Who doesn't like math. Plays games like this. Doesn't like math. Alright, so what we'll try to do is this. Actually, let's do this. Let's save the game. Just in case. I had problems starting the game for some reason. It kept auto-crashing right as I click on start the game, so kind of nervous. There was that recent patch yesterday, so I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it. So what we'll do is give ourselves some space to set up our combinations up here. So kind of be over to the side, and then let's go all the way back, I guess. What height do we need? You can always build down. You can't, I mean, you can build up, but it kind of looks bad. So we'll do one here. That'll be our starting point. Do we do the 3 or the 2 for the grid size on this? Want to do it the exact same. Makes it easier when you're trying to fix stuff if everything's set up the same way, you know? That way, if you got a problem over here and the same ones at the other locations, you fix the one, you can use it for reference for fixing your other lines. So that's set up as a big block. Big block, little block, little block. Okay. And I think for height, might have problems here. Let's go a little bit higher than what we have right here with this one. Wrong button. It happens. So storage silo, big size. Let's go. I think right there will be fine. Leave some room. This time we need 3 of them. Again, I really like how you can build on the water. I mean, it makes sense, right? For the most part. Had to be offset. Okay. So that's done. Now this time, instead of splitting that third extractor, we'll kind of just pipe them all in individually. Now I think there is 3, right? 3 spots for the extractors. We got 1 here. Let's go this way. We got 1 right here. Let's also go this way. Oh, 1 way down here. Also this way, I think. Okay. That's going to be a pain to run over there. Holy crap, dude. Let's kind of work that out now, because it has me nervous some. So we'll start with this one. We'll go here. It makes sense. This one we'll do on the far side. Too long. I know. Oh, that's right. These don't have to be inside the base core. Let's set you up right there. And then right there. And this third one, we'll try to drag it either up over that or right in here and connect it to the middle. So what's the easiest way to do this one? Up and over? If you didn't know, there is a double jump, which is kind of nice. Let's do it on top of here. Not connected with the ground, so that does not count as a... Interesting. A clip point. So I guess over here it is. Now with this, if you didn't know, if you... Middle mouse button. So say we're kind of set here, right, with the height for the bottom. If you hold middle mouse button, you can extend the top portion. Which is fantastic, man. Not sure if we'll ever use that, but I mean, we might. So we'll leave you there. Let's do one more here. And then one there. Yeah, there we go. So we're not connecting the platform to this. Platform will end right there. Can we do railings on these? Absolutely. So we'll probably do stairs here to go off because the starting zone is over there. Not sure if we have to get back over there for anything, but might as well make it easy to get to that if we need to. Should we do the shallow ones? A little bit easier on the running. Perfect, dude. Perfect. All right, so this into smelters, right? Now, there is a chance all this is going to be horrible, and we'll have to redo it again, like, very, very soon. And what I mean by that is the output, right? If it's not producing fast enough, we'll have to change some things up, but you don't know until you know, you know? So there's those. We'll do more of the depots. And then we'll do fabricators.
I'm detecting increased Rupture activity.
Fantastic.
Prepare for a wave.
Just what I wanted to hear while we're trying to build. Is that in line? It is. So what I'll do, I made a special little viewing room. You can see the glass up there. It looks kind of cool, man, whenever the rupture happens. But we'll take a break from building. I'll run out when it's done, grab all the parts like this, and then wait for the music to go away, be fully set back up, and we'll kind of continue. So, we're good here. That should be all connected. Get these set up. That's going to be titanium for all three. I'm surprised that the storage is so low on these, right? It's only 4? Kind of weird. We'll just do... Oh, all of them have to be titanium. It's the fabricators that are different. So those are set. Let's connect our drone lines. Do it as we go. And these will be for storage for that. Easy, easy. This will be for the bar itself. This might be the one that we have to increase the storage size on, if anything. Maybe put in one more set of them, so that we have more in there, you know? The wave isn't coming. Connect these fast. Then we're pretty much topped up. So our core is at 208 currently of 1,000. Okay, next wave. Let's get inside before something happens. I'll show you the viewing room. So if you put more than one window by each other, they connect. Make one big one. It's fantastic, dude. Very nice addition.
Rupture's eruption has started.
There we go.
Prepare for impact.
Looks fantastic, man. Very, very nice on the graphics for this. Terrifying. But it's kind of cool, dude. It's even hitting this and then flaring up too, right? Kind of neat. I do like it. I hate how often it happens, but it's pretty cool. That's it. All right, man. I'll see you back in a few minutes. I'm going to... I always have problems with the stairs going down. I'm sure it's a me issue, but I'll drop off all this stuff and then go farm up some of the nodules here that we need for quite a few different things. Hey, wait a minute. The vines are gone. Base is over there. We found this quite a few videos ago, or a couple videos ago. And it had the vines on top. I thought if you walked on it, you'd fall in. But it's open. Good. Okay. I was going to say, can we climb out on those vines? You can. What is down here?
It's worth exploring.
Now, is that only open because of the rupture? Quartz. Is that how we make glass? Interesting. So I've only seen one more of these little coverings with the roots, and it's over by our other base core. Glow cap, okay. Is that a food source? It is. Heals 50 on the hit points, 20 calories, and 30 hydration. None of the toxicity. Use your flashlight. It's on, buddy. It's on. Gotta crouch.
Acquired.
Okay. Dead body. Ammo, I like it. War bonds, fantastic. Another limb as well.
I can use this.
So,
Come here.
does that regrow once the planet regenerates? If so, can we get stuck down here and die? That's it. Oh, it's super tiny, man. We can't pick those, though. Okay. Interesting. My question is, do these regenerate over time? And two, do these regenerate? There's one more in here we almost forgot. That's kind of neat, man. Nice little hidden area. What about you? Nothing. Okay. I got scared whenever I hit that ledge, man. I didn't know if we could climb back out on the vines. And I slipped in right here. Yeah, see? Kind of pushes you in. That's kind of weird. Alright, so sometimes you need a nudge, man, to learn stuff. There's one more. I'm not sure how much time we got for the regrowth. So that's our current base. This is the other one over here. Now I think I saw one more up on top. So we'll stop by there and see what's in that one. Maybe it's the same stuff. Maybe it's different. I don't know. I'm kind of curious too what happens if we're in there and the regrowth happens. We'll probably be stuck, right? Oh yeah, I totally forgot. We're supposed to be looking for some drones, and I found this in between videos. I didn't pick it up because I wasn't sure what was in it. Saw this flashing, but there's a drone wreck here. So damaged logic board. 400 on the points. Now that one corp wanted these. How do we turn it into that specific corp? Wrong button? I'm not sure. This is all water here normally. Kind of goes away from the heat wave. Let's grab all these real quick. Right on top of here, I think is where that other area going down is. Now, we don't have too long until it starts growing, so hopefully it's a small cave like that first one was. It's kind of neat, though, man. I'm very curious if it regenerates over time. If not, those are gone. Ooh, we better hurry. If they don't, then there's probably a ton of those around we'll have to find. I'm not sure how big the map is. We still haven't unlocked the map fragment yet. I think it was right up here. It is not. Ah, right here. Okay. I knew it was in this area. So same thing? No fall damage, huh? Interesting. It's a little bit bigger. Same stuff. Hello? Right here.
Acquired.
None of that stuff still.
Come here.
Any more bodies? Just saying, just saying. I will take their stuff for them, put it to good use. So all the same stuff. Okay. I'm just saying, man. There's a lot of the little crystals. Maybe one day they'll grow up. We can harvest them too. Just saying, dude. Just saying. So that's kind of sad. And we're done. I like it, dude. I like it. All right. Let's get out of here before the stuff regrows. Interesting. All right. A little bit longer till the planet regenerates. We'll continue with our building. I'll tell you what, while we're down here, let's go ahead and set up a small habitat. Just for safety reasons. Probably just over here on the side. Actually, you know what? Let's wait because there is water down here usually. You can kind of see the water line right here, I think. Let's set it up right here. Super simple. All we're doing is rotate. Actually, let's do it this way. Set it up there and then put a doorway in. We'll do 2 doorways. One here and one on the other side. Put down some stairs. Trip on the rock trying to go in, just saying. There we go. Now we're safe from the storms. Should always do these at each one of the cores. Yes, I'm hoping with the water being right here, we can do our production line as well for the calcium right here. Exact same way, but only need 1. So it should be super simple. We'll connect it into probably this rail. So break it off right here, set it up, hook it back up. Should be good to go then. Alright, so the planet's almost done regenerating. I got all the parts we need here for this. There we go. So that's all the Wolfram stuff unlocked. Once we get this up and going, we need about 900 more. And that'll be set. Oh yeah, let's drop off the items in here. It's a food item. Technically, it is, but it isn't. You know what I mean? Not sure what to do with this. We'll kind of figure that out at a different point in time. We've got nothing there. Nothing there. That's the war bonds and the limbs. And what do we do with this? Probably just put it up in with the resources. There we go. We're kind of set. Alright, so. Back where we were. Oh yeah, got the railings up too. Around the whole thing. Looks kind of nice, man. I do like it. So all that we need now is the storage silos. That was kind of yellow there. Might be fine. And that's set. So, drone rails. And then all we need is some of these. How far out do we go with the railing? Is it right on the front? Not the railing, but the pillar. It is right on the front of those. Okay. Again, want to keep them all the same. Now for this one, it should still work with 1. Is that going to be off? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So just do the single one. Put this one here. This one on this side. This one on that side. Again, that way it'll pull whatever we're making that it needs. Lock 2 level is Y. Lock location is T. Height, place. Right mouse button. Why does it not show that down on the... Wait, what? Interesting. So if you hold down the right mouse button, you can drag, and then you keep holding it down and press left click. Can you do that with the railings? Absolutely not. Okay. You still have to manually click each one of these. Okay, okay, okay. I was hoping it was going to be the same way. Interesting. Try new keys all the time. I was wondering if it would do like a big square, like these did. Change its size, pressing the right mouse button. That would be kind of nice. Do this side as well. Safety first, man. Look, you don't want to fall off, break a leg, and have a bad day when the rupture happens. Again, hopefully all these build parts don't create lag. It shouldn't, I don't think. It's a possibility in games like this. I think most of the lag, if we have it, will be from the production lines once we get further into the game. Alright, so this is set. That's done, and that's done. What we want to do now is set up... How many items do we have that require multiple things? We'll probably just run one at a time. Let's set up one of those, get it working properly, set up our launch platform, do the calcium, and that should be good for the day. So for multiple items at the current point in time, 1, 2, 3, 4. No idea about this. I'm not going to count it because we don't have the stuff for that. So 4. So we could set up 2 right now, just to have 2. And I'm hoping this is a big enough area here for all this stuff. So what we'll do is we'll set up one right here. I don't know if we need space in between these. Let's leave some. Again, this area can always get changed around. Now what we need is 2 different items for each one, right? So if we take one of these splitters... Actually, let's do this. Let's put it right next to the other one. We'll take the splitter. Do another splitter. Wrong button. It happens, man. It happens. So this will be one resource. One resource, right? This will be second resource. And second resource. I left space because I'm not sure how it's going to work out getting the line up or over this one, right? For this. So this one's simple. It'll go to there. We might have a problem here. Hold on. Hold on. Do we need the raw resource? Just these smelted bars for anything? We don't. It's all produced items. Okay, that kind of works. So that way we're not pulling another line from way down here off of one of the storage silos for a bar only. So this will run over here. So we want this set right here. Same height for the platform. So if we lower this... Okay, that kind of works. And then put it under here. Perfect. So that is all connected and powered to now. So this one, we could move a little bit closer, so it doesn't look too weird. And it might actually go... right here, right? Let's leave some space, though. Okay. That was still blue. There should be plenty of room for the drones to fit underneath. And then from here... to there. Okay. So that's kind of set. Now, seeing how this is nice and good, everything is going properly, what we need to do is move it all over 2 tiles. I know it sucks. I forgot to run a line here for the final product. What I want to do... Okay, gotta keep it all the same size. Have the final product here. And we need one more of the splitters at the back of this. Let me fix it. Let me fix it. Hold on. I'll show you why. Okay, so kind of back to where we were. Drone line here. Leave a gap of 1 in here. That one's fine. This one we need the exact same thing. Let's run the 1 off of the middle here. And leave it there. Drone line connection. Branches off. It comes over here. Drop it down. And then take it back up. Inside. Inside. Outside. And hopefully outside. Seems kind of high right there. And outside. Is that going to crash? Oh, that's enough room. Okay. So that's kind of set there. Now what we need to do is hook this one up to another one right here. This one can run directly into... What do you mean colliding? Into there. This one off to here. So, what's going on with the spaghetti is you've got items from here, right? 2 different kinds, fully made, which we do have unlocked, so we can actually... Oh, we got powder too. No! Oh, crafted in furnace. Okay, look. We don't care about the furnace. We care about the fabricator. That's for the plates. Okay, so... Ore extractor. Produces the item. Runs in here. Runs to the smelter. Runs through the extra storage into the fabricator. Into the storage where it's waiting, right? 2 different kinds. That will run through. Hit this. If it's called for just one of these 2 items, it'll come to the main line. Keep going straight. And go to the launch platform, which will be set up over there in a minute. If we're creating stuff here, it'll call for it. Come through here. Take a right. Come into here. Figure out which side it wants to go to. Get smelted up with the part from the other resources, which are over here. Same setup. Comes to here, branches off, and gets mixed in. Creates it too. And then off of this one, we'll set up another one of these. And then another one right here. Outputs. Outputs. Straight ahead. Off of here for the normal resource if it requires it. These are all going to the launch platform. And there we go. And that'll feed off to the launch platform, which we'll probably set up right here. Let's just do maybe 4 of them for right now. That one goes bigger as well. So that's a 2x2 or a 3x3. I like how the actual item itself, the structure, is the same. It only changes the footprint for the base. It's kind of neat, man. So 2x2. Let's start it right here. But what we'll do, kind of leave that one just for some staging. Needs to go up higher anyways. So right there. And here's how we'll do these. So if we do it like that, that's input. Is that backwards? Nope. Input as well. One there. And then one more here. We should be able to set up some of these. In the middle. And feed these directly into it. And then off to the sides. Still gonna have multiple things going on at once, right? And there's our current setup. Now what we'll do as well, we need to put in one more of these right here just for the calcium. That will get moved, but that'll allow the calcium products to come in here as well and get filtered into this. Let's go and just do it now. We'll plan for it. Rail connector, big size. Right there's fine. And we'll leave that until we're done. I think I might leave that same rail there. Do we have space in? We do. Let's break this down. Let's just drag this for the moment from here. Nope. All the way to there. That kind of works. Alright, so that's set for the most part. Now, for filling this in, using these should be super simple for the most part, I think, right? Wait. It's weird having to hold down right mouse button and then press left mouse button at the same time. It's probably just a me issue, but it is an issue nonetheless. I wish that the railings were the same way. Ah, dude, it'd be so nice. Let's just stop it right there. We don't need a ton of these around. Do it that way so it has something to connect on. Same with this. Now, we're not filling in all this at the moment. Probably just right there. Same with this. And eventually we'll need all that space, but not right now. Oh, you can go around stuff. I didn't realize that. That is fantastic, man. Super nice for building. We'll do a small little line, probably coming off of right here. Just around this. And that'll work for now. So, next order of business. And I'm kind of worried. About this part. Let's see how much power we actually need. Now we need some more too for down there. I should probably set up that line. Okay, that's not too bad. We need 10 more. No, we need 10, 11. We need 12 more currently. Let's set this up so they can run in the background and get stuff sorted out for our research, right? We have build parts? Have a little bit. Are these bigger too? They aren't. These are one size only. I mean, that's kind of weird. We need to look and see how much space, or not how much space, how much stuff we need to get the wind turbines. I'm kind of hoping that they're not too big as well. It's one thing I am worried about. It's a lot more on the power production, right? At the same time, they might be ginormous and take up a ton of space. What we might have to do is set up a base core. Can we please be in line? Set up a base core that's in a area that's far away and use that for our power and just run drone lines or something to this over here so that it's all connected. That might not be too bad of an idea. Then your power generation is far away, but it's not in your immediate build zone. Let's do one more set. Alright, where are we at? That is all powered now. Perfect, man. So used 255. So, everything should be running. Let's double check our work. Oh yeah, how's it cooling? 308 of 1000. Okay. Looks all good here. We'll do some runs here in a few minutes. Let's get the calcium up and going first. Okay, so 1, 2, all 3 lines are producing. Coming over here. Going into these smelters. That's good there. Good there. Good here. That's the only one that should advance, I think, is this side. Haven't selected anything. Let's wait. So I got enough of this stuff stored up. I can grab out of here when it's full. and unlock the other things, and we'll set all these up at the same time. That should be kind of set. It's not too bad. It's a very simple process of setting it up. I mean, for the most part, versus, again, like Factorio. I keep referencing that game because things are very, very complicated over there, at least for me. All right, man, give me a few minutes. I'm going to set it up down here the exact same way. I'll show you the finished product. We just went through 2 runs of it up here. This side will be... What is that? Oh, that's part of the drone rail. This side will be only 1. I think 1 production line should be fine. I am nervous about the long line going from down there to up here, but I think it'll be okay in the end. All right, so doing the finishing touches on this. Kind of excited, man. I can't wait to get a job running and see how everything is connected. I'm hoping, I'm really hoping that it works, man. So that's already set. That's set as well. That's good. So, comes in here. Got your regular calcium. Smelter, blocks. Storage, blocks. Fabricator, sheets. Storage, sheets. And that's kind of it. That is right at the edge of the water, too. Probably won't do railings on this one. Might do it later on, but for right now, we'll kind of call it good. So, hook this up. It's going to kill our power. We'll see how much that we need for everything to run in its current state. What I think we'll do, we have quite a few different jobs that we could run. Maybe we'll run a short one for just a wolfram. Make sure that kind of works right. Run another one for just the titanium. Make sure it works. And we'll do one at the end when we go to end the video. That'll combine the 2 and make sure it all works properly. That way, if each one completes, we know that everything is kind of hooked up right. It's not too bad, man. Not too bad at all. For our first major factory, again, playing Factorio definitely helped out with, like, planning, right? Oh, let's see where we're at first. I was going to just start building. I mean, we're not too far off. Let's make 4 more. Just to have a little bit extra, you know? I know they're offset. It's totally fine. Okay? It's not fine. Absolutely not fine. Look, let's fix it. It's gonna bug me. I was thinking it's the front of the line, so it should be fine anyways. But it's gonna bug me. Start right there. Alright, so power is running. Oh yeah, what we need to do as well. So there we go. 320 using 285. What we need to do is grab some of the blocks too out of here, which should be done. Unlock the rest of the recipes. Oh yeah, got all this done too. Unlock the other recipes and then finish setting those up. So that is all railed in too, so not too bad. I'm kind of worried about right here. It kind of clips into the railing. See how that works out. I'm not sure the drones have collision. Hope they do, but I also hope that they don't, you know.
Ah, gotcha.
So there's 1 stack. 2 stacks. How much do we need? 900? A little bit more? We'll grab some extra. It'll be fine. Excited, man. I'm excited for sure. Nervous. Because if it doesn't work, that's the horrible part. Because then you got to break everything down. Make sure it's running properly. What I should have done is waited to do the floor tiles until we did a run. Make sure that it's all working right. Because otherwise, we got to pick up each individual one to move stuff around. Alright, so Fabricator, you're done. You're done. We need to make those. Then we can unlock this. That's at a different point in time. We don't need it right now. What we'll do is run some of the other jobs, and we'll do the one that requires these 2. I forget which one it is. Oh, this one's done. Oh, there's a one for the wind turbine. Okay, so claim you. Okay. That's a limb. Still aren't using those yet. For this one, we need the rotors. Okay, so we need to get the blueprint to get the upgraded Power. Oh, that sucks, dude. Maybe next video, we'll head out and do some exploring. Try to find the other blueprints. But what we have... Can't do that one. We can do this one. That'll test the titanium. Mixed one. Okay, there's one for the wolfram. Okay, so we got enough for testing at least. Let's do this. We have 2 blues and 2 reds. That's not too bad, man. Let's drop that back off where it goes. And we'll start a job. Oh yeah, set these up as well. Alright, so that's good there. So for this side... rods. Do it as we're going so we don't mix them. Kind of break everything. We've got beams. And then we've got sheets. Okay. Production's going. Production's going. Production's going. Okay, so we're kind of set here. I'm ready, man. Let's start a job. So what we'll do is... Actually, we can run 2 jobs at once. We'll do the blue on this side. So let's do... We'll just do sheets. If one side works, if one line works, they're all going to work. So it doesn't really matter on that part. It's just the blue... Let's call this copper. I hate the word wolfram. It's very complicated. Call it copper. Let's not call it something weird either. It's blue as titanium. Copper. Titanium. Let's do the titanium over here. What was this one? What job was that? Was it this one? I think so. And this side we'll do... this one. Okay, so that one's working, obviously. It's running on the bypass. Like it should. Super simple. Okay, good there. This one's running as well, from the one side. Single file, I like it. Now we might have a slowdown here, which is all fine. Not a big deal. We can work with it later. We can always just separate these if we want to. Right? Now when we get the tri-rail, I'm not sure where that's at in the unlocks. Let's take a look and see. I'm not sure how that's going to change up how we do things. I don't know who has it either. I have a ladybug on my screen. Not sure where that came from. That was kind of weird. But anyways, so we've got... that's all limb stuff. Furnace. Helium. Nothing there. Nothing there. That's all the defense stuff, too. Where was the drone rails at? The last one, of course. Multi-rail. That's what it's called. So that'll split 1 into 3. Okay. Or 3 into 1. Now, how do we branch off of 3? You know what I mean? If you got 3 running here, is there a splitter? Ooh, version 2 on the rail. 240 items per minute. Okay. Cargo dispatcher. Don't know what that is. Cargo receiver. Oh, there we go. Storage 2, up to 1,600. Okay, that makes sense. Again, how big is it, though? Multi-rail 5. Holy crap, dude. It scares me because how much are we going to need throughput in late game? Right? V3 on the rail. 480 per minute. So it just means a lot faster. A lot bigger storage. Expandable storage. So, redistributes items evenly to all connected buildings. Can store up to 1,600 units of one selected item. Can be expanded using more power. Again, not sure what that means. Maybe just more bays on the side here, right? For hooking up rails? I'm excited about this part. Not sure about the building drone. Have to see what that's all about, too. Okay, so where are we at in life? So everything so far is working properly. 260 of 1,500, okay. 690 of 6,400. That one's going to take a minute. Okay. It's working, though. Again, in games like this, you could set up a ton of these lines so that it processes a lot faster. I like doing kind of the slower, smaller builds. So you have like 1 or 2 lines. Later on, we might have 2 lines of each one, right? But we won't go very much bigger. I don't mind waiting for things to go through versus having a huge, ginormous factory where things are going crazy. You got to have a lot of space for building. If it's working fine, it's working fine. Now, I say that now, and it all depends on how much we need for the higher tiers for the resources. Because don't forget, we're only on like 3.
Rupture activity detected. I recommend finding a safe place.
We're only on level 3 and needing 6,400. It goes so far up to level 11. And they are adding more levels, I think they said. So we'll have to see how it progresses. But so far, we're working fairly well. Okay, I'll see you back when these jobs are done. When that's over with... Oh, you know what? We'll double check and see if that stuff respawned. If it does, great. If not, we know not to go back to it. We'll check on that, and then we'll try one of the jobs here in the middle that mixes the 2 different resources. Kind of make sure that this is set up properly. If so, we are golden. For now, it'll all change when we get a 4th or 5th resource. Gonna watch a light show. Looks kind of cool from up here. So I was looking. We don't have a job that requires the multiple items, really, for crafting. So to unlock this, we need 300 of those and 300 of the wire. Let's double check and see what we have. Maybe that'll open something up. So 300 of these.
Great.
Oh yeah, for the holes in the ground, all that regenerates is the glow cap, not the quartz. So I'm kind of happy, but kind of sad. Happy because it's an easy way to find these. Sad because now every time the rupture happens, I need to, 1, go down in those and grab the glow caps, and 2, harvest all of these things up too. So it's a lot, it's a lot to do when the rupture happens. So we need some of these, right? No. Oh, it's another item that we don't have yet, right? Ooh, interesting. Where do we unlock that at? Double check and see. These things. Oh, it's made in the furnace. So we can't even unlock that yet either. Well, that kind of sucks, man. So we don't have anything that requires crafting of the 2 different items. So everything that we built here is for nothing. I'm going to make it into this. Oh, we need it for the rotors. Okay. Which we need to find the blueprint for. We will need it for this once we get the furnace unlocked. That we need the blueprint as well. Okay. So it's not for nothing. We just don't need to use it right now. Well, that kind of sucks, man. So both jobs are done. I think, right? That one's almost done. It's still setting stuff up. Do we have enough in here to finish it? I think so. So I was saying it kind of just pulls what it needs. So the 66 there and the 66 here will finish that one off. So over here... I hate how you got more stuff left over. That's kind of annoying. But... let's finish the mission. And then we'll start one that requires 2 different resources. So what is unlocked? Oh, the backpack. Okay, so for this... 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 3 by 8.
Due to your hard work, we have decided to increase the capacity of your pockets.
Thank you.
Your inventory has been updated, and you can now fit more items into it.
Okay, so it's one more row, is what it is. Did it change the storage? I don't think so. I think that's still the same. So the upgrades are only for our backpack. I mean, that's fine. Not really a big deal. Actually, these I might put into the crafting terminal again. Alright, so what is available? Not this one, not that one. Let's do the blue one. It's the only one that we have that has a dual, and that'll be for the grenades. So I saw that on this one. We're at level 4, 17,000. Holy crap, dude. It's gonna take forever. Alright, so last thing before we go. And kind of a long video. Very, very productive, though. Everything's working, I mean, so far. Which one was it? The blue one? I wish you could see the actual recipe and rewards on that. Yeah, the blue one. Okay. Dark blue. Not the teal. And he did show on the side here, too. The corporation that's doing the mission for right there. Oh, it shows it right here. Okay. Oh, wait. That's one or the other again.
Robotics is pleased with the quality of your work. There are rewards waiting for you in the terminal that should help optimize how you work.
So I'm confused. I thought we had something that was going to be a dual item one, but we don't. A building drone. Alternative building mode with greater freedom of movement. No idea what that is. We'll check it out at a different point in time. So that's going to be the titanium housing or the plates. Let's just start these going and let it run in the background. So that'll be plates. We'll do for the red one. Not worried about the grenade right now. The furnace will be nice. So we'll do yellow and red. And let those run in between videos. So yellow on this side.
I can use this.
And then red on this side. That would be very nice. But we need the furnace for those. Red. It's fine. 17,000 on this. Oh, dude. A lot of running in the background. Kind of sucks. The only thing we didn't get a chance to do was mix items here. I didn't realize we needed stuff from the furnace, which we need to unlock. And I'm thinking for maybe production on that. All depends on what we need to make stuff. Probably just set them up over here. These might get moved, and we might only need one. So I might downsize it. Put the furnace right there. We'll see, man. We'll see. But dude, well, not too bad of a day. Super happy with a couple things. One, the layout of the new production lines seems pretty good so far. I'm glad that we were able to move the tower as well for the base core, and it didn't break anything. That's the main thing. Haven't had a chance to use a new calcium line. I'm sure we will later on. There's so much more to this game, and I can't wait to jump in and have it get a little bit more complex, right, with the other production lines. But I'm sure that'll all happen when it happens. However, we are going to go ahead and leave this one here. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.